everybody, welcome back to the Five Guys Pokemon League. I'm Charlie, captain of the Tox-Boxers. I'm joined by Jules, captain of the Go-Goats.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
And we are here to bring you week 3 of the FPL. First on the slate, we have, if I do say so myself, a pretty good battle between myself and Ayush, who plays as the Burp Squad. And we got some real interesting things to look at this battle.
Yeah, I think this battle looks really entertaining. You know, you got the Mega Gyarados sweep potential, which is always there with your team, Charlie. I think, you know, that's got to be the scariest mon on your team. Save maybe Sudowoodo sometimes, but you know, Ayush is gonna be super scared of that mon the whole game. But you know, at the same time as we were discussing, you know, Ayush's team also pretty scary in itself. That Raikou, you know, if it's running, you know, depending on what set it's running, it could kind of go through your team, and it might be the main Mega Gyarados check as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, when I first started, you know, when I first joined this battle and I first looked at his team, I was so thankful not to see Thwackey, because that is really the, you know, the biggest counter to this Mega Gyarados. But yeah, my kind of whole strategy to this battle is to do sort of enough chip to his, you know, more physical tanks like Druddigon and Melmetal that I can, you know, sort of roll through the rest of the team with Gyarados. But a big threat that I was really looking at this battle was Raikou, because this Skarmory on my team it's Rocky Helmet, and it's super prepped to try to deal with threats like Melmetal and Pinsir and Thwackey if we saw it. Now we don't see it, but it was definitely prepped to deal with that. So I think Ayush is really going to try to maneuver this Raikou around this battle and try to keep it alive to deal with this Skarmory.
Yeah, and I imagine you brought that Electivire just for the Raikou, basically, right?
I did, yeah. It does have a little bit of tech for some other things too. It actually had a really funny EV spread this battle. It was like 18 special defense IVs or something like that to try to like bait Raikou into staying in on it. It was a really funny set.
I think I vaguely remember you showing me. I didn't remember you actually modified the IVs.
Yeah. I might put a picture of it on the screen. I think I'm gonna put a picture of this set on the screen in the battle, because it had 18 IVs specifically and a choice scarf to try to take more than 50% damage from an Aura Sphere and bait Raikou into staying in if I like mispredicted a Thunderbolt, and then that way I could just choice scarf Earthquake it if possible.
That is wild tech. Fellas, you only see this in the FPL, okay?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But anyway, I mean, speaking of Electivire, this is a very prediction focused matchup. I mean, we both have hard counters to everything on our opponent's team. Like we have you know, that Mega Pinsir on Ayush's team, for example. It's a total sweep breaker. It does it. I mean, with unboosted, I think it 2-hits Salazzle with Quick Attack. So he's got that. But then, you know, on the flip side of it, I've got this Skarmory that is running Rocky Helmet. It's, you know, it's here to try to force out Melmetal, force out Pinsir, and then obviously the Electivire, the Motor Drive into the Electric type is always a key matchup to look for.
Yeah, looking to see some saucy double switches this battle, hopefully. We'll see.
Absolutely. Should we get into the battle?
Yeah.
Alright, I got my classic trademark Sudowoodo lead out here. Absolutely love this Pokemon as a lead.
Absolute menace. Celery Man.
Yeah.
He sets up the rocks, too. What does this Pokemon not do?
It's a lot of things, but I love him anyway. But anyway, we can see the Delmice switches out or forces out the Slowking. It would have gotten one tap by that Power Whip, but Melmetal just eats that thing like a champion. And here is my Melmetal counter, and you can see it does almost more damage to the Melmetal.
There's not many things more satisfying than getting like the double chip with a Rocky Helmet.
Yeah. Now, in the next sequence of like, you know, 5 turns or so that this Skarmory is out, you'll see me have like a stroke in real time. because
Double toxic,
I got the
no!
double
I
toxic.
forgot that was this battle.
And
Oh.
then the quick full para right there as I get dragon tailed out. Now I do still have the Rocky helmet up, so it's not the end of the world. But I would have liked to do a little bit more of the Skarmory.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah. Either way, that was a fully defensive Sudowoodo. It was actually Babiri Berry because if the Melmetal was Assault Vest, which gives me the most problems, it actually lives a double Iron Bash. So
That's crazy. What a beast.
Yeah, but anyway, Delmise comes in and picks up the kill on Druddigon. But this always terrifying Mega Pinsir comes out, and I gotta go straight back into Skarmory.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Those rocks are gonna cause problems for him, though. I don't know what his defogger is this bad. Is it?
I don't think he has one, but it's yeah, there we go. There's the last full para on Skarmory. I don't think he has one, which is why I was so insistent on putting up rocks this battle, and finally I'm able to whirlwind him out. But I was so insistent on putting up rocks this battle because I don't think he has one, or at least he definitely didn't bring one, so I just wanted to get as much damage on that Mega Pinsir as possible. Now, sadly, he opts for Hidden Power, so he didn't get the calc that I was looking for there on like an Aura Sphere or a Scald, but that's okay. I just sacked the Skarmory. And
yeah, he does not predict, so yeah, he doesn't set up. You're pretty safe here, right?
yeah, well, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage on
Yeah, still
Salazzle.
a pretty strong Mon there for sure.
Yeah, off the quick attack, but I'm able to finish it off with the flamethrower, and at least I don't have to worry about that threat anymore. But
And you plot up here on the potential Scald?
yeah, at this point,
I guess you're just like, yeah.
at this point, I'm just trying to do what I can. You know, if he goes for like a Calm Mind, I'm able to get maybe a favorable calc or two, but I was just more sacking it than anything else.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Force the Gyarados in here.
Yep. Now, I'm not really sure about the switch straight into Sylveon there, but I guess I don't know what else he had. And notice how I don't Mega here, because I don't want to take super effective damage off of the Hyper Voice. And also, I'd like to get another Moxie proc, if possible, somewhere down the line. But this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the battle, where if I can deal enough chip damage to his team, he has no answers for this Gyarados. And at this point, the only thing on his team that stops it would be a Scarfed Raikou, which I believe his Raikou was specs this battle, which is why you see the Sylveon swap in here.
Yeah, I think if he had the Scarf Raikou, he might have gone to it earlier. I'm not sure if there's an opening. The thing is, it is prediction with like a potential you just throwing off an Earthquake and killing it. But.
Yeah, now a Scarf Raikou actually does kind of run into some trouble here too, because if he goes for a Thunderbolt, all of a sudden Electivire has a really favorable switch-in and a really favorable matchup, but doesn't matter as it's not Scarfed, and Shrip, my Mega Gyarados, is able to clean up this one.
Yeah, another good showing for Mega Gyarados.
Yeah, this thing is just a monster. It was definitely my top performer when I was testing this team out on ladder, and it can just do everything. It's so bulky, and it's a great Dragon Dance sweeper. You can get Moxie, you can Intimidate. It just does all sorts of things.
Yeah, I'm just surprised he managed to win after the two toxic misses in the para. So.
Well, I got lucky in return because I think we ran the calc after the battle, and it was like on that close combat with Pinsir, I want to say it was like an 80% chance to KO Skarmory at that point, and I did manage to live on 1%, so I did get a little fortunate there. But either way, it was a good battle. I'm glad I was able to recover from the series of unfortunate events that befell my Skarmory. But I'm happy with my performance on this one, and it's on to the next week.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty entertaining battle. There's some good back and forth, and you trying to position your Gyarados correctly, so good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, check back for the rest of the Week 3 action.
All right, thanks guys.